Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. Bit of a serious one today. Someone fatally shot the CEO of United Healthcare. I do not condone any form of violence. Not ever. Not for any reason. And it was reprehensible behavior. It is never okay or the right thing to do to attack someone, to kill someone, to put your hands on someone. And I want to establish that first and foremost. But I understand it. I do. I understand it. Because people can only take so much. And again, I am not defending what this man did, because it is never, violence is never, ever, ever the answer. Not for any reason, ever. And I want to establish that first and foremost. You do not touch someone, put your hands on someone, attack someone. Any form of violence, anything is unacceptable. There's too much violence in this world as it is. But I understand it. And that's why you hear me talk so much about health insurance. America is the only country in the world where what kind of health care you have determines how you will die. And people only take so much. And I've had my own issues with health insurance. I have. I was in a near-fatal car crash in August of 19. Have severe issues since that car crash. I think the healthcare system in America is reprehensible, is disgusting, vile. I do not know how, again, it comes back to veterans not having golden parachute health insurance. They get the medical treatment they need. Healthcare in the United States, and that's why, like I said, all these things that Donald Trump was talking about, blame the immigrants this, immigrants that. Let's talk about healthcare. Let's talk about education. Let's talk about veteran homelessness. Let's talk about things that really matter to the American people. And again, I am not condoning or justifying what happened with the United Healthcare CEO, but I understand it. My father abused my mother. I saw it. And I understand why people attack or kill their abusers. I understand it. I do. Because people only get pushed so far until they break. People break. And America, the greed, the obsession with money, and you push people until they break, and then something bad happens. And I get it. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it was the right thing to do. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying I understand it. Profit. We got to buy another beach house. We got to buy another jet. Instead of, we got to make sure every person has health insurance that they can afford. And now we're going to have the donkey show, QAnon, running Washington, D.C. and running the White House and getting rid of Obamacare. RFK Jr., that free-range chicken, that donkey who wanders off the ranch. So, expecting things to get worse. But I get it. There's too much greed in America. More greed in America than any other country in the world. Obsession with money, and not obsession of doing good things with that money, but obsession with doing another jet, another beach house, another Ferrari, another this, another that. It's not taking the money and then putting it back in to make sure veterans and people with mental health struggles have health care, all these things. It is, we need to buy another beach house, so we've got to up our insurance premiums. Then something like this happens. I understand it. Don't agree with it. Not condoning it, but I understand it. because people get pushed until they break. People get pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And when you're watching your loved one die, family member, friend, because of insurance policy that is not affordable, co-pays, everything under the sun, and you got to watch your loved one die. I understand it. I understand it when an abused woman ends the life of their attacker. I understand it. I understand it. And that's why I've said time and time again that America has to do better. And all this immigrant stuff and everything else, and I've said America's on a very bad path. A very bad path that is going to have severe consequences. You know, and, you know, you don't think it can happen to you until it does. Until God reaches out and touches you. And that's why I tell you every day to be a good person, help people. But the greed in America has gotten out of control when people are hurting. And people are hurting. And whether it be whatever Fortune 500, but especially insurance companies, are reprehensible, and something like this happens when you push people until they break. Insurance premiums, co-pays, and watching your loved one die. I get it. I understand it. Let me know what you think. Grande Beso. See you later.